What's up, fight fans? Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What up to the fam? What up to everyone in Mainman Mademan's boxing form? Hey, look, so the thing is this. Hey, for those who have not heard thus far, boxing reporter Dan Rayfield is now reporting that per source, Tszyu has been forced to withdraw from his August the 3rd fight versus Virgil Ortiz on the Crawford Madrimov mega card being put on by Turkey Al-Sheikh in Los Angeles. Doctor ruled him out due to terrible cut suffered versus Fundora not being healed enough for him to fight. Damn, fight fans. So it looks as if that the Tszyu and Virgil Ortiz fight is not going to happen, man. Damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Damn, man. I really wanted to see this fight, everybody. So I know a lot of boxing fans' heart's going to be a little bit broken behind this particular news, man. But damn, man. You know, but I will say my hat still goes off to Tszyu as well as Virgil Ortiz for at least wanting to embrace this fight and take this fight. I mean, Tszyu did have a pretty nasty cut versus Sebastian Fundora. And truth be told, to see him coming back so soon was a bit alarming when I initially heard this fight. So, I mean, you know, I was just hoping for the best. Maybe he went to a good doctor and did a good stitch job and he'd be right back in it, man. But damn, man, it's very unfortunate. I mean, if we're lucky, maybe hopefully, you know, they can kind of get this matchup going, or if they're going to be replacement opponents for these two, hopefully it still be someone worth mentioning. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure Terence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., all of these guys' fights will be done by the time maybe, you know, Tszyu is looking to come on back. So we'll see what he comes back to and what opponent they look to put him in there with. Now, as for Virgil Ortiz, who, man, was always, you know, running into an issue every time it seems like he turns around, man. If it ain't health related, there's something going on. And something's always, you know, messing up his fights, man. And, you know, we noticed he only had 2 fights at 154, and both fights ended in the first round. So he's literally only had 2 rounds at since he's came up to the 154-pound division, man. So very interesting, man. One thing that, you know, kind of took notice of with this fight, I mentioned it last night on last night's live stream, was the fact that it was real interesting to know that Virgil Ortiz, though he's at 154, he's technically never actually fought at 154. His 2 fights at 154 with Frederick Lawson as well as Tomas Delorme, they were both at 156 pounds. And truth be told, I was starting to have some concerns about whether or not those extra 2 pounds for Virgil Ortiz going into this fight was going to be concerning. I heard his head coach, Robert Garcia, say it's no big deal, granted, but for you not to have made 154 in 2 fights, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I understand the first fight because, hell, it's your first fight at the class, but especially on top of that, he's been out of the ring, inactive, and so on and so forth. So I understand that, but for the second fight to still fight at 156, I don't know, fight fans. I don't know. So you do got to wonder about things like that when it comes to Virgil Ortiz. Is something going on with his weight? And hopefully nothing's going on, you know, with his health. But you just got to wonder if that would have affected Virgil Ortiz in the fight versus Tszyu, man. I was really wondering that, man. So Virgil Ortiz seems like he wants to be on the fast track currently. You know, he wanted to get his name in the conversations. He's hasn't had the big fight that really defines him, and so he's not really part of the new age conversation, and he's still a young fighter, and I'm sure he wants to be in that conversation. Not to mention, I'm sure if he's crunching weight at 156 to make that class, he don't want to be just sitting around on the couch. He wants to stay active. He wants to stay in the gym and preferably stays fighting. So at the very least, hopefully they maybe get a step inside a last minute replacement for Virgil Ortiz. We'll keep our eyes open for that news to come across the headlines. But if not, man, this would be very unfortunate for Virgil Ortiz, who's, you know, pretty much lost another huge opportunity here. You know, remember we were going to get Virgil Ortiz versus Stanionis. And we thought that was going to be something. And once upon a time, there was a lot of buzz about Virgil Ortiz and Jerome Boots Ennis. You know, nothing happened there neither. There was some talks even about Virgil Ortiz and Danny Garcia at one time. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I hope Virgil, man, can at least get his just due. And we'll see how it all works out. But this is bad news for us boxing fans, man. I really was getting a kick out of asking a lot of the fam when they come on the panel, like, who do you got winning this fight, to see the fans get stuck on this fight, man. It was real entertaining to me, man, because this was a surefire 50-50 fight. But it is what it is. Thumbs up on the way out. If you didn't hit it on the way in, share. Rock those bells, man. Catch up with y'all real soon. Very unfortunate. To the next video, man. Peace out.